Let's go, guys. It's Raul TV Team R4UL, your favorite YouTube mechanic. We're back again, and what I'm doing this time around is I've got a Suzuki Swift on a 2007, that is a 1.5 petrol, and we're going to go ahead and replace the alternator. Not the easiest job in the world, especially if you're doing it on the floor. Make sure it's nice and safe, jack it up, axle stands, because I think you need to get at it from the bottom of the car. Okay, from the top of the car, I don't think you can get to it. Okay, so anyway, 1.5 petrol. It says dock on it. So these are the old school double overhead cam engines, right? 16 valve petrol alternator replacement Suzuki Swift. Let's go. Okay, first things first, because we are dealing with the alternator and the battery and everything, just take the battery lead off one side, or take both sides off if you want to. Make sure you ask the customer, if it's a customer's car, that they know the code for the stereo. If not, it needs to come off anyway, so happy days. And needs must, and there we go, that's off, and let's go to the alternator. Okay guys, as you can see there, the alternator is there, okay, buried down there. So I think we have to get at it from the bottom of the car. We have to send it up, jack it up and everything. If you've got if you're doing it on the floor, make sure it's nice and safe, like I always mention. From the top here, what we could do is we could possibly take the wiring plug off here. 1 minute, I'll show you. Just there, a 10mm. Take that off from there. You should have another wire on the bottom somewhere, but we'll get to that. So we'll take that wire off there, this one there, okay, and then we'll take that bolt off here. I think it's a 12mm, and there's another one. It's like it's on a tensioner. Okay, that bracket is a tensioner basically. So if you move these wires out of the way, you'll see another bolt there, which I can't really make it out. I'll show you guys, but there's another bolt there. I think it'll be a 14mm or a 12mm. We're going to go ahead and slacken that, and we'll go from there. Right, okay, so we need to take this one off here. I'm sorry if my hands get in the way, but I'll just try to make it out. This one here, okay, 12mm. So I've already cracked it, but I'll be straight up honest with you, these are so tight. So there we go, take that one off totally. If you want to, you can go ahead. I've took this one off here as well. I don't know if you can make it out here. Let me get a light and see if I can shine it in there. Right, so what I'm going to do is this one here as well. I'm going to crack that one, or take it off. I would say just crack this one. Don't take it off totally. Take this one off totally, the one on this side. 12mm, both of them are 12mm. And then we'll go ahead and take that wiring loom off. This one there. Okay, 10mm. See if I can get 10mm. This one here. Get that out of the way. There we go. Happy days. There is another plug underneath that, but we'll get to that from the bottom. Should be able to get to that. Right, okay, now we've taken this off. 99% off. I would take it off anyway, yeah. Get it out of the way. This bolt, that is. There we go, that's all. That's all, as you can see there. Freestyling. Move that out of the way. Happy days. Let's send the car up and yeah, take the alternator off from bottom. Right, okay, I've sent the car up on the ramp. What we're going to do is take this quarter panel off. So basically we've got little clips here, little push on clips there, another one on this side. You might have two what's supposed to be bolts or screws, whatever they are, on this side. So but this one's broken off, so happy days. Let's cut that cable tie off. This one, just flick that off as well, and hopefully take this off, and we'll gain access to the alternator, which is behind there. And hopefully we don't need to take the drive shaft off, but we'll get to that after. If we need to, then we need to. If we don't, then happy days. Let's take this off. Okay guys, sit rep. The alternator is there, as you can see. Okay, one little issue is, okay, this bolt here, this Allen key bolt, which goes through it, I don't think that's standard. I'm sure it's supposed to have a normal nut and bolt on this, but I think in the past somebody has replaced this and replaced the bolt, and they put one of them on. So basically it's an Allen key. I would say it's about a size 10 Allen key head. Right, it might have a nut on the other side. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can get the camera in there. Yes, no it doesn't, no nut on this side. It's just welded on bracket. So basically we're going to go ahead and take that off, or slacken that first, so we can take the belt off, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, my bad, I thought it was a size 10 Allen key. It's a size 8, just before you give me a 3rd degree, guys. It is a size 8, so we'll slacken that all the way. That should be slack enough. Get that off. Now the alternator should move forward like that, as you can see, and we can take the belt off. 2 hands to do that. I'm holding the camera with 1 hand, so yeah, give me a break. Right, there we go, the belt's out of the way. What we'll do is we'll take this off totally. The size 8 Allen key, that is. That's off. Alternator should fall off now, but we've still got 1 wire connected on the alternator, so we'll take that wire off, the plug off, and then hopefully it's not going to come off. I don't think it's going to come off. What I'll do is we'll try to make some space, basically try taking this bracket off, and if it comes out this way, then happy days. If it doesn't, then we might need to take this drive shaft off. Right, okay, let's go. Okay, so I'm on the other side of the alternator. That's the plug that we just need to take off. It's dead easy, just get a screwdriver or whatever you've got, or if you're strong enough with your fingers, I don't think I can take it off. You need to push it and then pull. I'm going to do that, and I'll get back at you guys, because I do need to get a screwdriver on there. So this clip is a dead solid, so I can't do it. So what I'll do is I'm going to get a screwdriver, flick that off, and then we'll go from there. Right guys, now the alternator is all freestyling and everything, so that should just come straight off. Right, there we go. But the issue is now, I don't think we can get it out through there. So what we're going to do is, we're going to go ahead and take this bracket off. I think it's 2 12mm is this one, and this bracket comes off, and then hopefully that should give us a little bit more space, and we should be able to get the alternator out, maneuver it out. If we can't, then obviously, like I mentioned, we're going to take this off, then that should give us enough room to take the alternator out. Right, let's go.
How much do I got? He wanted 360, I think 300. Because I see that the 11 as I didn't make drive good and it's over and
Okay guys, sit rep. Right, the situation report is I've took that bracket off, as you can see there. I've took the bracket off on the back as well, but you don't need to take that off. We're not going to go into that. So I've took this bracket off, and I'll be straight up honest with you, it still doesn't come off. Okay, so we need to take the drive shaft off, so then we can basically, as you can see there, it's just stuck on the drive shaft. Hopefully when we take the drive shaft off, then basically it should come straight out. In theory it should. Right? Or what else you could do is you can take the top mounting off and then force the engine this way. We're not going to mess about. Right? We're just going to do it nice and easy. Take the drive shaft off, and let's go from there. Right? Right guys, in order to take the drive shaft off, you guys know the drill. We've done this so many times before on Raul TV. Team R4UL. Take the wheel off. Okay, for 17mm bolts on the wheel bolts. We're going to take the center nut off. 30, size 30. Get the big gun on it, or a breaker bar, whatever you've got. Get somebody to hit the brakes if you want, or jam it up, or if you've got an electric gun, powerful gun, just take you off with the gun. I'm going to go around to this side here, take this ball joint off, 14mm nut on bolt, take that off, pull the ball joint down, hopefully then give it a little pry on the drive shaft, or give it a little hit on the drive shaft, and that should come off. And obviously you're going to catch the oil. I'm not going to go draining the oil, we're going to catch the oil, and whatever comes out of it, we'll just refill it through the filler plug. Happy days. Right, let's do it. Let's go. Okay guys, sit rep. I've took the center nut off, the drive shafts off from there, ball joints off from there. Forgot to mention this to you guys, but there's this bracket here. As you can see there's a bracket there. We need to go ahead and take this bracket off. It's got 3 14mm bolts on it, which I can't really make it out to show you guys. But as you can see, there's one there, and one about there. I've took the bottom 2 off, 1 more left on the top. Just get a 40mm socket, ratchet, little extension or spanner, and take that off. Okay guys, sit rep. As you can see there, drive shaft is off. Obviously we've been through it so many times. Obviously, after you take the 3 bolts off, just give it a little hit on the drive shaft, or a pry on the drive shaft. That should come straight off. Now as for this one, I thought it would come out this way. Okay, but it doesn't, because the sump is in the way. But it does now come out through this way. If I can just make it out to you guys, it will eventually come out. There we go. Get your fingers trapped at the same time as well. Trying to do this with one hand. There we go. Happy days. One alternator off. Let's get the new one on. Okay guys, we've got the new alternator there, as you can see there. We're gonna just guide it through. Sorry, camera just got out of focus there. Guide it through in there. Can't really get it on. Right, there we go guys. Alternator is in there. Right, we're gonna get the drive shaft on first, remember. Then we'll get the brackets on and get the alternator on. That's it, happy days. Let's go. Right guys, as you can see there, I've got the drive shaft back on there. I haven't got the bolts on yet, but the drive shaft is back in the gearbox, as you can see there. I'll be straight pointing with you. I had to get both hands on there, so I had to put the camera down. And yeah, so basically in reverse order, you can't really get it wrong. The way we took it off, just go straight on. I'm gonna get them 3 bolts on there, these 3. That one, and another one there. Get them 3 back on. Get the ball joint back on, drive shaft through the hub and everything, nut back on, in reverse order. Let's do it. Okay guys, as you can see there, I've got the alternator in. I know I didn't show you guys how to put the alternator in, but in reverse order, get the alternator in there. We've got it on there and everything. Them 2 bolts are on, that bracket's on. That is on, but not 100% tight. Okay, the Allen key, the 8mm Allen key. What we'll do now is we will send the car down, get it on the bracket on the top, and then hopefully get the belt on. Then happy days. Yeah, let's go. Okay guys, sit rep. Right, as you can see there, I've got the alternator back on, the belt is back on, but nothing is tight. All the nuts and bolts, everything's on. So in order to tension the belt up, what you need to do is get a pry bar and basically just pry the alternator, okay, with one hand, and with the other hand tighten one of the bolts up, you know, the top bolt, tighten that up, and that's it. Basically, when that's tight, belt should be tight, job done basically.
I'm going to the bank, I'll be back. Where's the bar? What?
Well, that's it guys, all done and dusted. I've got the alternator back on there, belts on and everything. We've got all the bolts on, tightened up, done and dusted. What we're going to do now is we're going to send it down, start it up, make sure it's all charging and everything. Then we'll go put the cover, everything back on, because you don't want to put the cover on and then find out it's not charging, then I'll take everything back off again. So let's start it up, find out if it's charging, and then we're good to go. Let's go. That's it, job done. Alternator is fitted, everything, car running and everything. I'm going to be straight honest with you guys. We've hit a hiccup, okay? Fitted the alternator, all good, done and dusted, happy days. Started the car up, car started up and everything on the battery power, and it's not charging. Alternator is not charging. We've got a faulty alternator, brand new alternator, but it's faulty, right? So yeah, nothing I could do about that. I've ordered another one on its way. As you can see here, the alternator's there. So yeah, that's the way we fit it, right? Just fit it in reverse order, take it off, fit it exactly same procedure. It's just that in this case, it happens. Raul TV keeping it real with you guys. You know, you get more people out there that way. You know, everything. Oh, happy days, all hunky dory, job done. Keeping it real with you guys. Fitted the alternator and it will not charge up. Basically, the alternator is faulty. So we're gonna get a new one, and yeah, I'm gonna fit it. So I hope this video helped you guys out. If it didn't help you guys out, I'm sorry. Trying my best. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell button for me. Leave a comment in the comment section. Raul TV, Team R4UL. We'll see you guys next time.